So decide your type of progress and make sure that you are signposting that progress is being made. Most of the time, when readers complain about a story not moving quickly enough, not having good pacing, or not being a page turner, it's because the author is not signposting the type of progress that the story is supposed to be making. You can misalign this sometimes. You can say you're writing a romance when really you're writing an adventure story, and so you signpost the romance, but the reader's feeling like we aren't making any progress because you gave a bigger signpost about the adventure, and the reader thinks this is what the story's about. It is possible to do both hand in hand, and a lot of stories do this, but my tip to you is decide what type of progress are you going to expect the reader to feel moving through the story, and make sure you split that up, divide it up, give us a trail of breadcrumbs along the way, indicating that we're making that progress.
Hello everyone and welcome to Write Your Way to Success, where we give you all the tools you need to write your first best-selling novel. Today, we're going to give you tips and techniques on writing that you won't often get on any platform but ours. So, are you finding it difficult to come up with good characters, a good story, great words and sentence structures, and so forth? Do you feel overwhelmed with all there is to know about writing in order to write a great book like your favorite author? Well, we're here to give you all that information today. So, stay for the entire video for answers to your pressing questions. Now, without further ado, here we go with our writing topics of the day. 1. Write the emotional spine first. Stephen King on writing. King doesn't start with plot, he starts with what emotionally disturbs him. His stories grow from a deep personal fear or obsession. Start with the core emotional dilemma of your story, not just the premise. Write a one-sentence description of your protagonist's internal conflict. Ask yourself, what would emotionally wreck me if I were this character? That feeling becomes your novel's undercurrent, and that's what readers truly remember. 2. Make every scene pull double or triple duty. Robert McKee, story. A scene should never serve just one function. If it only moves the plot forward, it's weak. Pro advice. Each scene should advance the plot, reveal character, raise or answer a dramatic question, contain subtext or symbolic resonance. McKee's tip: write scenes where the character enters with one emotional state and exits with another. If nothing changes, cut the scene. 3. Design backwards from the climax. James Patterson's masterclass. Patterson outlines the ending first, then works backward. That's how he keeps readers hooked. Pro advice. Plot your ending like a sniper. What final emotional punch do you want to hit the reader with? Then build suspense backwards. Every chapter must make readers feel they're falling toward that inevitable, emotionally loaded moment. 4. Toni Morrison's concept of the unspeakable. Morrison said she writes about what is not said, the unspeakable trauma characters carry. Pro advice. Your story's power comes not from what's said, but what's hidden. Ask yourself, what is your character afraid to say out loud? What is society afraid to admit? Then build your narrative to slowly force that secret into the open. This creates real tension, beyond guns and car chases. 5. Use the frozen image technique. Margaret Atwood. Atwood sometimes begins a novel with a frozen image, a visual that sticks in her brain and won't let go. Pro advice. Invent a visual metaphor, a recurring symbolic image, that can be returned to at least 3 key moments in the novel. Introduction. Turning point. Climax or resolution. It becomes the story's emotional anchor. Readers won't always know why it haunts them, but they'll feel it. This builds depth and rereadability. 6. Let the character make wrong choices right. Ernest Hemingway's method, adapted from A Movable Feast. Hemingway believed characters show truth when they make the wrong choice, and own it. Pro advice. Give your character an early moment where they fail themselves. Not just the world, themselves. Then make the story about how they try to live with it or correct it. That's how to make characters unforgettable. 7. Write it as a movie first. Patterson, again, and also Blake Snyder's Save the Cat. Patterson and Snyder both emphasized cinematic scenes that hook readers with rhythm and clarity. Pro advice. Before writing the first chapter, storyboard your novel like a 10-scene movie. Visualize each scene as if you were pitching to a film director. This creates a tight, visual, emotional pace that sells, not just reads well. 8. Know the moral weight of your book. Cormac McCarthy, Indirectly Through the Road. McCarthy never explains morality, but it's always present as an undercurrent. Pro advice. You need to know what moral truth your book wrestles with, even if you never preach it. Readers subconsciously crave that moral undertow. It's why they feel the book lingers long after the final page. Final note. The books that become bestsellers aren't just technically well written, they resonate deeply. To get there, go deeper than plot. Work from obsession, contradiction, and fear. Then wrap it in storytelling that's clean, clear, and emotional. So thank you so much for watching this episode of How to Write a Best-Selling Novel, and please share, like, and subscribe for more. Before you go, watch this video clip on writing and I'll see you soon. Thanks!
Coming up with good novel ideas may be difficult but not impossible. Trying to come up with a similar trope as your favorite author seems like the way to go, but in reality it is easier to miss the mark completely. Try instead to write what's fresh and new, what you like to read, and what you know. The market always changes, a moving target, and tropes come around several times. One sure thing is that what you decide to write won't be based on past performances of other similar novels, but the understanding that you want to stand out in a saturated marketplace. Keep writing. Each story begins with a spark of inspiration, challenging the writer to explore uncharted territories of their imagination. Embrace your unique voice and experiences, crafting characters and plots that resonate deeply within you. Trends may come and go, but authenticity will always captivate readers. Remember, great stories are born from the heart, not from imitation. Continue to nurture your craft, let your creativity flow, and never shy away from sharing your narrative with the world. Take your time to observe the world around you. Inspiration can emerge from the simplest moments in everyday life. Let your characters evolve naturally, influenced by real emotions and experiences that spark connections with readers. Remember, the journey of writing is just as significant as the destination. Celebrate each milestone and every word crafted, knowing that passion and perseverance pave the way to success. Keep writing and stay true to the story that only you can tell.